Here's a full YouTube video script for the 2026 Honda XL650L. It's written in flowing paragraphs, no headings, with host, narration, and visual cues blended naturally, and sized to land close to 5,000 characters. The video opens with wide cinematic shots of the 2026 Honda XL650L parked on a dusty trail at sunrise, sunlight catching the tank and frame. The host steps into frame, helmet under one arm, smiling. The host says that some motorcycles refuse to follow trends, and the Honda XL650L is one of them. For 2026, Honda hasn't tried to reinvent this bike. They've refined it, strengthened it, and made sure it still speaks directly to riders who want a real dual sport without unnecessary electronics or gimmicks. As the camera slowly circles, the bike close-ups show the tall stance, long travel suspension, and classic proportions. The host explains that the 2026 XL650L keeps its legendary air-cooled 644cc single-cylinder engine tuned for strong low-end torque and smooth, predictable power. Visuals cut to the engine firing up, the exhaust note deep and mechanical. The host mentions that this engine has built its reputation on reliability, simplicity, and the ability to run all day in harsh conditions. Whether you're crossing rocky trails or cruising long back roads, the scene transitions to riding footage on pavement. The XL650L carving through open roads. The host narrates that on the street the bike feels tall and commanding, offering excellent visibility and a relaxed riding position. The upright bars, wide seat, and neutral foot peg placement make long rides surprisingly comfortable for a machine that's still very much an off-road animal at heart. Visuals show the suspension absorbing bumps and uneven pavement with ease. It's reinforcing the bike's dual-purpose nature. Cut to off-road footage as the XL650L tackles dirt paths, sand, and loose gravel. The host's voice comes in with excitement, explaining that this is where the bike truly shines. The long travel suspension, lightweight feel for its size, torquey engine allow the rider to stay in control even when the terrain gets rough. Close-ups of the front wheel tracking through ruts and the rear tire kicking up dirt highlight the bike's confidence off the beaten path. The camera pauses on design details as the host talks about the 2026 updates. Visuals show improved graphics, subtle refinements to the bodywork, and modern lighting elements that keep the XL650L looking current without losing its classic identity. The host points out that Honda understands the audience for this bike: riders who value durability over flash and function over unnecessary complexity. Interior helmet cam footage shows the rider standing on the pegs, navigating a narrow trail. The host explains that the XL650L's simplicity is one of its biggest strengths. No complicated riding modes, no distracting screens, just throttle, clutch, and complete connection between rider and machine. For many enthusiasts, this raw riding experience is exactly what modern motorcycles are missing. The video shifts to a calm stop beside a mountain overlook. The host stands next to the bike, removing gloves, and reflects on who the 2026 Honda XL650L is really for. It's for riders who want one bike that can commute during the week, explore dirt trails on the weekend, and survive years of hard use with minimal maintenance. Visuals show the bike silhouetted against the sky, reinforcing its adventure-ready personality. As the engine fires up one last time, the host concludes that the 2026 Honda XL650L isn't trying to be the fastest, lightest, or most high-tech dual sport on the market. Instead, it stays true to what made it legendary: reliability, versatility, and pure riding freedom. The final shot follows the XL650L disappearing down a dirt road, dust trailing behind, as the host says that sometimes the best motorcycles are the ones that never forget where they came from. If you want, I can also write clickbait titles, a YouTube description, top 10 thumbnail titles, or hashtags for this XL650L video. Just say the word